95.7 The Game, the Bay Area's only FM sports station.
Well, the A's really had a shot to score in the bottom of the first. Jemiah Weeks was leading off. The delivery to Weeks on the way, swung on bounce, fair down the right field line, extra bases, rolling into the corner. He's around first, he's going to second, Cruz digs it out. This is going to be an easy three as Weeks around second and actually sliding into third with a leadoff triple down the right field line. And for the kid, already in his rookie year in the big leagues, that's his 7th three-base hit. Really, this would foreshadow the disappointment to come for the A's because Weeks was left at third, the infield playing back. Sizemore lined out, Matsui popped out, and Willingham flied to right. Meanwhile, Cahill was lights out as he was perfect against the Rangers today for 3 1/3 before Andrus came up in the 4th.
1-1 pitch, swung on, bounce towards short, coming in for Sogard, gloves, throws on the run, it's wide, it pulls Allen off the bag, safe as Andrus, he's on his way to second. So that'll be an error charged on Sogard, and it puts Andrus in scoring position. He is the game's first base runner for Texas.
And then a good play by Landon Powell. They erased Andrus on the bases on a pitch that briefly got away from Powell, but on a 2-5-6 play, Andrus was out for the second out. Hamilton lined to left, and so it was still scoreless when Cahill went to work on the Rangers in the 5th inning. He was looking for a 1-2-3 frame, and he was facing Mike Napoli. Here's Napoli at the plate, a ground ball up the middle towards second, back of the bag. Sogard has it, throws to first in time for the out. A good play on a slow roller working its way up the middle. Back a second by Sogard. 6-3 on Napoli, and Trevor Cahill has not allowed a hit through 5 innings on this Saturday afternoon. And halfway through our ballgame today after 4.5, it's the Rangers and the A's, no score. But after throwing no-hit ball for 5 1/3, Yorvit Torrealba delivered the first hit for the Rangers, a soft line drive base hit to right in the 6th inning. Then he was caught stealing on a disputed play. Replay showing he actually was safe at second, but the A's got the out there on a diving tag by Sogard for the second out. So now it's scoreless, the 6th inning, 2 out, nobody on. Indy Chavez is hitting. The 1-1 pitch to Chavez, bouncy ball to second. Weeks charging, bobbles, and his throw to first is too late, and he throws it away. And Chavez is going to second. He's going to hold there on an E4. Man, 2 errors on the play. Number 1, the juggle. The initial juggle allows Chavez to get to first. Then the throwing error allows him to get to second. So 3 errors committed by the A's today. And after that, the lineup flipped to the top of the order for Ian Kinsler. First base side of the rubber, the delivery on the way, and Kinsler, it's a shot back a third down the left field line, a base hit, and so Chavez is going to score, and going to second with a double is Kinsler, and it's 1-0 in favor of Texas on an unearned run. And so the Rangers had taken the lead, and then they would add on when the game went to the 7th inning with Mike Napoli at the plate.
To set the pitch, breaking ball ripped over third, hooking toward the corner, a fair ball. Hamilton is home. Moving to third base is Cruz. Up to second with an RBI double is Napoli. And Texas has doubled their lead to 2-0. Allowed 2-base hit from Napoli, his 16th double and his 47th RBI.
Nice job by Cahill avoiding further damage there because Moreland bounced out and Torrealba struck out. It was 2-0 Texas when the A's came up in the bottom of the 7th inning. The last batter faced by Colby Lewis today was Willingham, who doubled with 1 out in the 7th. At this point, Wash went to the bullpen. It was Darren Oliver facing David DeJesus.
0-2 to DeJesus. He swings and lines one the other way. It's a base hit. It gets by Hamilton. He cuts it off deep in the corner. Around third is Willingham. He'll score. Into second with an RBI double, David DeJesus. The A's are on the board. They've cut the Ranger lead in half. A 2-strike hit on a left-handed pitcher for David DeJesus. His 34th RBI. It is 2-1 Texas.
At this point, the Rangers went to the pen for the newly acquired former Baltimore right-hander Koji Uehara. Connor Jackson pinch hit for Brandon Allen and struck out, but then Ryan Sweeney really made a bid to tie the ball game.
Down 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The runner at second base. The 3-1 pitch lifted toward left field. Back on it is Hamilton. Still going back. Reaching over the shoulder onto a slide. He grabs onto the baseball and hangs on the warning track. Hamilton never gave up when that ball carried over his head. and made the grab going away from home plate to preserve the lead for Texas.
And then Cahill would leave the ball game in the 8th inning. He went 7 1/3. The last batter he faced was Elvis Andrus. 0-1 to Elvis. Cahill throws, and Andrus swings and lines it down the left field line. A fair ball going into the corner. Chavez around second. He's going to third. Willingham digs it out. Chavez around third. He's going to come to the plate, and he's going to score on a double down the left field line by Elvis Andrus. And now the Rangers have taken a 3-1 lead. Then at that point, it was Cahill leaving the ball game. Brian Fuentes came on for the A's. The first batter he faced was Hamilton. Fuentes delivers, and Hamilton swings a one-hopper, diving to his left. Good play. Sizemore holds the runner, throws to first, and the throw gets by Jackson and rolls into the Texas, almost into their dugout. Now rounding third, holding there is Andrus, and winding up at second base is Hamilton. And now they rule that the ball did go into the dugout, and so they will award home plate and the run to Elvis Andrus. Hamilton winds up at second base, and the Rangers on a single, and then the E5 on the throwing error by Sizemore take a 4-1 lead. And now Bob Melvin is going to talk briefly with the plate umpire, mollified very quickly, and the Rangers lead 4-1. Pretty much all she wrote. The Rangers wound up beating the A's today by the final score of 7-1, and they've taken the first 2 games of the 3-game series. Vince Cotroneo, the complete Saturday scoreboard when the A's postgame continues.